Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Tips with Dave here. I had a viewer comment and wanted me to go over what types of line I fish in the river. Particularly me myself, I stick with braid as my main line. I always use braid. Floats, I love it for floating. It's kind of like fly fishing almost in a sense. I watch my line a lot when I fish in the river, especially live bait fishing. That's very crucial sometimes. But now poundage of it, you can get away with 15. I wouldn't recommend it personally. If you're going to throw lures, stick with 20 pound. Now if you're going to throw live bait like I do in the spawn, I up it to 30-pound braid as my main line. And I use a 3,000 size reel, something to really winch down on the smallmouth with. My buddy Logan, he's real big into using 20-pound braid, and he ties leaders for lures. Particularly, he uses mono or fluoro. It just depends on which type of lure he's fishing. If he's wanting something to float more, he'll use a fluoro or go straight braid. If he's wanting to sink more, he'll use mono. The poundage of the mono or fluoro he uses is about 15 pounds. I mean, you can get away with 20 live bait fishing if you wanted to do that. I wouldn't go over 15 on that personally. It's just too big, and with the braid, it makes a bad knot, I think, personally. But that's my opinion. Yeah, just experiment with it and just do whatever feels comfortable with you. Don't take my stuff with a grain of salt on that. But I prefer braid as my main line always. I'll tie a leader sometimes depending on the situation. Like I said, it's best to buy a spool, buy a little cheap Walmart spool of some good, Seaguar or something like that, and keep with you just to tie on when you need to. And for braid, a brand that I recommend that's more expensive is Yo-Zuri. I mean, it's not that expensive, but Yo-Zuri makes a very good braid. If you want to get something in bulk off like eBay, Hercules Braid Company makes another great product. Just check them out and find out what you do. One thing I can tell you I don't do personally is I don't use bright color braids, and I don't use different color braids. I don't like that. I find that annoying. I either go black, gray, or green, something like that. And I'm fishing a clear water river. We got like 7 foot of visibility sometimes. You don't always have to use a leader, especially when using live bait. But just have fun with it, and as always, catch fish and tight lines, guys. See ya.